Hello and welcome to Two Girls in a Pod. I'm Sharon.
I'm Christy.
We are super excited once again.
We have a guest with us today, Audrey Garcia. She is a DJ. Welcome.
Thank you.
How fun is it to DJ, man? I'm telling you, to be able to listen to music.
It's a blast every single time, and no matter what it is, birthday party, wedding, everything.
Quince.
Yep. Always a blast. All the different people.
Yeah.
So how does one become a DJ? You know what I mean?
It wasn't planned.
No?
It kind of just fell into my hands. Both sides of my family are into music, so I've always loved music. I started playing the guitar when I was about 7 years old. And then I always had a collection of music. So any event we would go to, I always had a big old case of tapes back in the day.
Yeah.
And everybody would be like, oh, you control the music. So I always did. And, you know, as it changed from tapes to CDs, I had cases of CDs. I always controlled the music. And one of my cousins called me one day and he's like, hey, I'm upgrading my DJ equipment. He's like, do you want to buy my old stuff? And I never thought about it. And I thought for a minute, I was like, hell yeah. I was like, yeah. So I did. I started messing around and just DJing at my cousin's bar on Monday nights, the slowest night of the week. But people would come in and I get in my zone. I feel my music and I love old school. So I'd be jamming out to old school and people would just love my music, my personality, my energy. And they'd be like, do you have a card? And at that time I didn't. So I got some cards made. And then people started taking my card, started calling, scheduling me, and my name just spread like wildfire. People started calling.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But is there like pressure as a DJ to keep that energy, you know, be the life of the party like, or?
No, because that's just me anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes if I'm not feeling it, but I know how to mentally prepare.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's no pressure.
Awesome.
Have you ever had one of those? Because I mean, I think everybody, you know, what in any profession, I think it's one of those things where you go and you do it and it's like, doesn't exactly go the way you want it, or it's just kind of, look at that. Maybe just once or twice, no.
No, I just like go with whatever. I could adapt easily. So if I get a feel for my crowd, I'll watch people and I'll be like, okay. And I'll start changing things out, just paying attention and watching. So I just go with it.
Yeah.
I'll switch it
Nice. Well, it's kind of interesting because we actually met you because you were DJing at a friend of ours' birthday party,
Yes.
Yeah.
which was kind of cool because, you know, we hadn't talked to this friend in years. I mean, years. We went to college to get those kind of things. And then she just hit you up on Facebook.
Well, I found her on there and I was like, oh my God, I haven't talked to her in so long. I sent her a friend request and she's like, hey, my birthday's coming up.
Nice.
That would be a great time to see each other. So yeah.
So it was great fun. And so we got to meet you and listen to some great music and do some dancing.
Yeah.
And see me sneak away next door to go sing a karaoke song.
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of stuff I do. I'm goofy like that. I just disappeared, went and sang, and came right back. You guys didn't even notice I was gone.
But then, you know, they're doing, oh yeah, you
Yes.
did do karaoke.
I was going to say, I did karaoke before we left here.
Yeah, I remember now. It's all coming back to me.
The night was a little fuzzy. It was a good
was a
time.
fun night. It was a fun night.
Yeah.
You know, is there any time that you just tell somebody no if it doesn't jive with whatever you're doing? Or-
Yeah. I'm really good at feeling people's energy. And if somebody calls me and I'm not feeling them, I'm like, no, I won't do it.
Yeah.
Most of my people, though, they come from people I know. So I know a lot of them.
Mhm.
When they'll tell me, like, so-and-so gave me your number. And we'll start talking and I get to know them. I'm like, okay, cool. I feel good.
Yeah.
But if I don't, yeah, I've turned a few people down.
Have you?
No.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of cool that you kind of just set your own thing and you have that flexibility like that and you can say which jobs you take and which ones you don't. I've always thought it would be really cool to be a DJ and I would think that it would be a super fun job.
It is fun. I mean, to me, I don't look at it as a job because it's my passion is music. As long as I get to spread joy to people through music, it fills my heart. It's not about the money for me. I have my day job, so that takes care of everything.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the day job.
Yep.
Do you think you'd ever want to go full time
Nope.
into something like DJing? You like your day job? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I love my music. I just wouldn't want to do it full time.
Oh,
You
okay.
feel like it would take maybe away the love of music.
Yeah, a little bit.
Then it would start
So,
feeling like a job. Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
How many days a week do you work, or what does that look like for you as a DJ?
Well, a DJ and I do the weekends. I used to do it during the week years ago when I was younger. I don't know. I kind of got tired of the bar scene.
Mm.
So I stopped doing bars. I'd do it like 4, 5 times a week.
Oh,
Now I
wow.
just do private stuff. So on the weekends.
Wish she graduated. I love it.
Now, does most of your work come from up in Denver where you're
All over, down in the valley, here in Springs, Denver,
Yeah.
Pueblo, anywhere they call me to go.
Okay.
Because you're originally from the valley, the San
Yep.
Luis Valley.
Mhm.
You gotta love it, man. You gotta
Yeah.
love it.
And represent.
And let me tell you something, people in the valley, they like their music,
Oh yeah.
you know? They'll hire a DJ for 2 people. No,
Yeah.
we're having a party. There's gonna be 3 of us. You want a
Yeah.
DJ?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's so small down there. Why not?
Right.
Exactly.
You know, instead of having to bounce around from town to town, hey, let's just all do it in a central point and throw a big old party together.
Yeah.
So you say you only do weekends now. Do you stay pretty booked? Do you?
I do, especially this time of the year. You know, birthday parties start happening. And then from there, it goes to weddings, graduations coming up in May.
Mm-hmm.
So people are calling. I'm doing my little cousin's graduation this year in Alamosa.
Oh,
And my aunt called me right after she called, not even maybe an hour or so. Somebody else called for the same day. I was like, you see, you called me right on time. So, I'm like,
So it's kind of first come, first serve.
yeah,
Unless it's family.
yeah. Well, even that.
See,
Yeah.
okay, y'all heard it here. If you're family, you don't get special little
Hey,
things
first
here.
come, first serve. Sorry.
Well, you kind of have to do that, you know,
You do.
otherwise I can't even imagine how thin you would be spread if you accepted everything or if there wasn't some way of prioritizing what you do. Do you talk with the people like before you do whoever hires you, do you talk to them? Do they give you a specific list or do they say,
Yeah,
Bring
I'll
what you
meet with
got.
them. I'll get to
Okay.
know them. We'll talk about the music they like. I'll have them put together a list of songs that they would request that they'd want to hear. And I start building up a playlist from that.
Okay.
And then I get a feel for what they like. So I'll start adding to it. And then once I get there, start seeing their crowd,
Mhm.
start throwing a little mix in.
nice?
Okay.
Yeah, we go and our niece is having her quinceanera in August in Illinois. So we'll be going to that. So yeah, they were calling us for music.
Our playlist.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
the playlist.
What do you guys want to dance to? What do you gonna ask them to play?
No, well, you need to throw some Los Tucanes in there.
It is for 15-year-olds. We gotta be aware of that.
Yeah.
Well, do you find that because when you're doing with kids versus adults, does that play into it sometimes with you, or is it more just what they want?
It's more what they want. Because I know with the kids, they won't dance. A lot of them won't. I did a prom. They'll sit at the table, they'll come up and request song after song after song. And I'm watching them, I'm like, you've requested like 10 songs in a row, but you're sitting down. What's going on? So I cut the music. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, what dance is this? And then like, prom. I was like, what? Then like, prom. And I was like, well, you better get out of them chairs. So from all the songs they had requested, I switched it up and I played slow country because that gives them a chance to dance with their dates. And they did. They started dancing after that.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I don't understand that. I do not understand how there can be music playing and people sitting there still.
Because they're talking.
I don't even
you can
care
listen to the
talking.
music, feel it. I mean, the
Mm.
hands tapping the table, foot tapping the floor, head going up and down.
Yeah.
They're feeling it, but they're just too caught up in their conversation.
No,
Not me. I'll put them on pause. I'll be like, hold up, this is my song. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. We just got back from vacation and they had DJs, which is great, like different DJs. It was really amazing. The music was great. But then we would look over and there's some people just sitting, not even talking to the person next to them. They're sitting there.
Just sitting there.
And they're like, oh my God, how can you not be moving? How can you not?
Yeah.
It freaks me out.
Yeah.
We're moving, we're doing something.
Mhm.
In the pool, we're moving. It don't matter.
Yeah.
See, if it's somebody I know and I see them do that, I'll go and pick. I'll be like, what are you doing just sitting here? And I could get them on the dance floor. I don't know. There's just something I have this energy I could get people to do.
Yeah. Well, that's probably really good as a DJ, I would think.
I was running karaoke and I had a friend at work. He loved karaoke. So I told him, well, come out because I'm running karaoke. And so him and a bunch of buddies from work came out and he brought his wife and he's like, oh, he introduced me to her for the first time. And I'm like, do you like to sing? She's like, oh no. And I was like, I bet you I could get you to sing. And she's like, nope, never would. I will never do it. So the night starts going by and it was like, well, what do you like to hear? What do you sing to in the car? She's like, Madonna.
Oh, yeah.
An hour goes by. They had already been drinking. So I called her out on the microphone. I was like, hey, I was like, come and sing some Madonna with me. No hesitation, nothing. She jumped out of her chair, flew to the microphone, and she sang with me.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
So powers of persuasion.
Yeah.
Hearing.
Right.
I didn't even have to twist your arm.
Do you
Well-
get a lot of requests for karaoke at
Mhm.
the events and that?
Oh, sometimes
Yeah.
if I'm not like doing a karaoke show and somebody comes and asks to sing, I'll let them.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I have it on my computer. I'll put you the lyrics, but don't set that expectation that that's what it's going to be all night.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
How did you get into karaoke? What?
So that's crazy. So that fell into my hands too. Around the same time I started DJing. So there was this guy, he used to run karaoke at my cousin's bar. And we were there all the time. And I'm telling you, just my energy, my personality. He comes to me one night, we're sitting there, we're having a beer, and he's like, hey, he's like, do you want to work for me? And I looked at him all crazy, like, what? What are you talking about? I don't even know you. And he started telling me that he's starting up his karaoke business. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So I started with him. It was just me and him running karaoke a couple times a week. From there, he started getting more and more people and just growing.
Nice.
And then I got real close with him and his wife, and he ended up getting killed in a motorcycle accident. And his wife gave me all the equipment, all the music.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how often do you do karaoke?
I still do karaoke. I'll do karaoke at least once a month, every third Friday of the month.
Okay.
I'll run karaoke up
Oh,
in
look at
Denver.
that.
So is that a regular venue that you do that
Yeah.
at in Denver?
So
Yeah.
Or-
where are your venues in Denver? Where do you work?
Well, I'm a member of the Moose Club. Like out here in Springs, I used to be a member of the Eagles, so I do stuff for them all the time. So now I do it for the Moose up in North Glen,
Okay. So is that where you're regular?
my regular spot. Yeah.
And how often are you there?
Right now it's just every third Thursday. Every third Friday of every month.
Okay.
So did you people hear that?
Yeah.
Like as a DJ, do you guys have like DJ names or do you just?
Yeah, my name is DJ Eargazmic.
Yeah. I like
I
it.
love
I
it.
like it.
How did you come up with that?
Well, because when you think about it, what it sounds like, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love music. It makes me happy. No matter what mood I'm in, I've got a genre for any mood and it all grounds me. So I love delivering joy through music. So I have pleasure for everybody's ears.
There you go.
love it.
That's great.
Oh, wow. I love that.
And
so cool.
the joking person I am, I always tell people, giving your ears multiple eargasms.
There you go.
Isn't it true? That's
You guys experienced it. No,
yes. We would highly recommend it, people. No, it was such a fun time. And what we really noticed really was your energy. You just have a really great presence with people and draw people in.
Yeah.
So it was really, really cool. And it was really great when we asked you and you said yes to be on our podcast because a lot of people love music. And I think that we don't really explore the life of a DJ. You appreciate them because they're up there doing their thing. But I think to really understand that it's an art.
it is an art. And see, I'm different from a lot of DJs because I'll mess around with the mixing and scratching and stuff. But if there's a song I like, I don't like it to be changed. I want to hear it.
Okay.
So like back in the clubbing days, we used to go out, we'd be getting our drink on. One of our songs would start playing. By the time we go put our drink down and head to the dance floor, it was already changed to another song.
Different one, yeah.
And I hated that. I was like, man. So now that I have control, if somebody's going to come out on the dance floor, I know they're feeling the song. So I'm going to let it play until I see either they're losing interest or then I'll change it up.
Yeah. I wondered about that. Like, how do you decide, what kind of mixes you want to do and how you put all that together? So,
Reading the crowd.
yeah.
So you're just doing it in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Do you ever feel like there's been a time where you were doing it in real time and you were off a little?
A lot, yeah, because so recently I was DJing an event and I was playing cumbias. Everybody's dancing. You get the one that wants to come and make requests, change the whole energy. I'm like, okay, I don't mind playing your song, but you're gonna throw it off. You know, give me a couple more songs. They had a couple more songs, everybody's still dancing. Change it up. Everybody went and sat down.
Oh, yeah.
And then that one person complained and kept coming back. Was like, "You're not playing my songs. No, you're changing everybody's energy. Quit requesting songs." And I'll tell him,
It ain't working, can't you see?
Bringing down the crowd, man.
Yeah, there's always that one that will do it, and I'll try and manage it and work with it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even think about that kind of thing.
You ever have ones that are themed?
all the time.
Okay.
So I've done disco. I've done 70s. Well, that's more like disco. I've done 80s, 90s. We did one. It was a karaoke. It was like dressed as your favorite artist or like your favorite genre.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, the latest one I did was 80s. I had one lady. She dressed like Cher, and one I kept calling her Madonna, but I can't remember who they said she was. I was like, she looks like Madonna. You know, she had the little like white shirt with blue shorts and that hat Madonna wears in one of them movies. And so I thought she was Madonna, so I kept playing her Madonna songs. Like, hey, where's Madonna at?
Funny.
And for you, what is your fun genre? What do
Old
you
school. Old school and
Now listen.
Spanish from New Mexico.
Listen, when you say old school, you got to explain that because old
Like
school.
old school funk, old school freestyle, the OG stuff.
Okay. Because you say that, people, they're like old school, like what we talking 20s, 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be clear on that.
Yeah, now
Take it
it's
really-
changed. That's right. So when it was originally like oldies were the oldies, like classic oldies, and then the old school was like what 80s.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
80s funk, well late 70s, 80s funk, and freestyle.
Cool.
Now, you know, because you say you love music, do you sit there and when you look at the different eras of music, not necessarily genres, but eras of music, are there things you say I really like about how music has changed? And then there's some stuff you sit there and say, I'm not really fond of that. I'm gonna put you on the spot, girl.
Oh no, that happens all the time because I remember growing up, we used to have the radio,
Mhm.
and then that's how we were getting familiar with songs. I mean, we still have it, but now you can stream.
Mhm.
And I know to me it's not the same because I won't feel it, and I'll keep switching the station, and I won't find anything I like. Either it's got to get something that catches me, and sometimes it's either the music, sometimes it's the lyrics.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
So
That makes
it's really hard. Like with today's music, we laugh because you know, we grew up in the 90s and like our 90s R&B, it could be nasty, but they didn't come out and say all that nasty stuff straight out like they do now. It's-
Yeah.
Whoa.
They did it kind of covert, like
Yeah, like with the undercover.
Use your imagination where we're going here.
Right? And it would sound, I mean, you can play it at weddings where there's older people that aren't going to get mad because if they're not really listening to every lyric,
Right.
they're not going to catch on.
Yeah.
But I had a party, and I have to say this because I had a younger person come out and request WAP. It was for like a 60th birthday party. It caused all kinds of chaos because I had the people tell me, don't play any more hip hop. You know, to keep the older crowd engaged. And then I got the young person on the other side, like, play WAP. So I did. I said, I will, but it's going to be the clean version. All hell broke loose. We shut down the party. It was crazy. But stuff like that does happen.
So walk shut down your party.
Yeah, that's what we did.
And there are probably a lot of people out there who don't know what that is,
Yeah.
what that song is. And when I first heard it, I turned to her, I said, did that just say what I think it said?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a big deal, and I would have done it. But my grandma was there. My aunt is like 92 years old. I'm like, I have respect. I grew up in that era where I'm like, I don't care if I'm running the show, you're requesting something. I'm gonna play the clean version because there's little kids here too. You know, but just the
Exactly.
fact that my grandma's sitting right across from me and my tea on, I'm like, no, I'm not playing that.
Remember when the one that's having the kinks out, we let her be in control of the music that day,
Oh yeah.
and she just was.
Going to the next one, and that one came on, and she was
It was like, what?
Oh, they don't. She probably started feeling it. And so
No, was it like change it, change it?
I think she
She was
knew. She
younger.
was like, I shouldn't be playing this one.
And I think it's more explicit today in a lot of ways, which is, I mean, it's not right or wrong or anything. I think it's just people's preferences. And once again, I would not listen to that in front of my parents either.
Well, it's at that time too. Like everybody's already been drinking. It's later in the night. It's like 11 o'clock. And a lot of the time that's about when people start cover requesting gangster music too. And I mean, I have a bunch of gangster cousins, gangster friends, and I respect that. I'm like, hey, I'll play the music. No, I'm gonna play that earlier in the night before you start drinking tequila after 10 shots. Nuh-uh. If I'm, especially at the bars, it would always happen.
Okay.
But I knew not to. I was like, nope, now is not the time.
Now, as a DJ, and when you do play for some of these parties and stuff like that, do the fights break out?
You know, there hasn't been, and I'm gonna knock on wood. I can't think of a fight that is broken out while I'm DJing.
Wow, good.
Mhm.
That's really, really good, man. Because that can
Music
happen
is
so
powerful.
fast.
That's what I'm saying. You start
Mhm.
playing the gangster music at the end of the night, people get riled up. There's guaranteed to be a fight break out.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know,
that's the things you have to take into
Yes,
consideration.
and I do.
and once again, I think those are things people probably don't think of as a DJ. You're kind of gauging everything, like I said, in that real time. And is it changing? Am I doing what, how am I going to keep that reined in a little bit? I mean, I guess if you want a free for all, you could do that.
Yeah.
Do you have a policy for yourself? Like, will you have a drink if you're DJing at all, or is there?
It depends. I guess that more just depends on my mood and who I'm around. If I'm around family and friends, yeah. If I'm around total strangers, I might have a beer.
Yeah.
Most likely not, because I have my equipment with me, and my equipment's like my baby.
Yeah.
Or my babies. So yeah. Mm-mm.
You mentioned earlier about cassettes. Since we've gone to so much digital, has things gotten easier as far as
yeah.
what you have to carry with you and all of that, I guess?
Yeah. So when I bought my first set of equipment, it was heavy equipment, and then having to carry the crates of CDs.
Uh-huh.
And now I just have the external hard drive full of music.
Right.
But that was a pain getting it all changed over to external hard drive.
I
But
bet.
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, that's so cool because you can just put anything in and it's there. When you got those CDs, which CD was it? It's just performer, but what CD was it? And then you said,
Well, see,
oh, wait, it's
so
number
easy
3
these days because you could just stream a song.
Yeah.
But I have my music collection, so I pretty much have all the songs.
Right.
And if I don't, I'm gonna download it anyway.
How many songs do you have?
Oh man, I don't even know. Millions.
Yeah.
I transferred all my tapes to CDs. From CDs, uploaded them to the computer. So,
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Damn, that's a lot.
and I still have the crates in the garage full of CDs and tapes.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
We finally got rid of ours. We finally got rid of ours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we have a bunch of the CDs still.
Okay, well, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah. But I think
Because
we
they're
got rid of
signed.
the cassettes.
But, well, we even talk about that sometimes too, because we have a record player too. And so we'd love to throw record. It sounds different
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
when you listen to the records, and it's so cool that they're coming back. Now, no,
I think the sound digital is way clearer and better. I don't like that for the record out there. It hurts
Girl.
me.
what the hell record were you listening to? I don't know. My records don't do that. Maybe it's your record player.
Well, maybe I just catch on to stuff you don't pay attention to. I hear these things.
It is a different sound. Yeah.
Well, it's different in that and I guess what I'm talking about that is, I think it's the different performers too. Are they doing their own live stuff? How are they recording it and things like that?
Yeah.
Because I think you can have that where there's so much added stuff or stuff taken away that it changes the quality of it.
Yeah.
Or, I tend to talk with a few people about music. I have some of my clients who love music. We talk music. And they'll break it on down, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's big. Even in my truck, if the music's not sounding right, I'll probably be in a bad mood for a few days. And that recently happened. I was working on my system in my truck today, and it's still not finished. So, I'm stuck listening to regular sounding stereo for a while. But I'm okay now because both sides of the speakers are working. There was a period where my driver's side speakers were not working.
Oh
and
no.
I was in a mood. It doesn't sound right. It'll put me in the mood.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's really interesting because I actually took a class on music therapy, and people don't understand how when we listen to music, the way music moves, if it's stopped or if it's done, it changes the way our neurotransmitters fire. So that's why it will put you in a bad mood and you can even rage or whatever, is because you're waiting for that. It's like you have this internal thing that knows this next thing is coming. And then if it's stopped, or in your case, you can't hear it.
Yeah.
It's in the other speaker.
Yeah.
I
I can hear it. It's the same song. I know they'll pump me up. Like if I'm going to work early and I'm not feeling the energy, I'll put on some old school music. Mary Jane Girls in my house. That's one of my go-tos. But the sound, like it'll bring me up a little bit. But if I had that full sound, feel the bass in my heartbeat, and just feel it all the way, that'll just take it from 0 to 100.
So what is it like in your home then?
Do you have it maxed out with speakers?
I do. I do. I have a collection of speakers. I have the JBLs. I have a round one that I can take with me. Like I take it with me everywhere. I have a bigger one. It sounds great. It has the lights on it. And then I have a huge one. It's like double the size. So it's like a party at home.
Awesome.
So is there always music playing at
And
your
there's
house?
always music playing.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Is it like a wired system or is it all Bluetooth?
No, that's all Bluetooth at
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
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 That's
Cool.
really nice.
We just got a Sonos speaker like a year ago, and they have all these ones that you can add throughout the house. And that's the intention later. We want to get more.
Because it's all
advanced.
controlled by your phone.
Yeah.
It's kind of, we love it.
Yeah.
It's our morning thing. Put it on to our little workout music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys ever fight over the speaker? Like who's connecting? Like you'll go to play a song and then she'll try to play one over you?
No.
We did, and it's one of their stations, the Sonos station. So, and it plays workout remixes. It's a great station. So, and we both love
Really,
it.
It's amazing how well most of them they've done really well. Some of them were there like this.
I like
But for the most
original
part,
better on some of them, but yeah.
yes. But they've done a really good mix for us, I think. But we have all sorts of stations, but that's what I kind of listen to because
Yeah.
we do it in the mornings. And then I work during the day, so I can't have music on in the background. I won't be paying attention to what's going on. And she definitely doesn't when it comes to music.
What?
Exactly. See, he doesn't pay attention.
I need music. I'm trying to keep me grounded throughout the workday, dealing with different people, different energies, different personalities.
Mhm.
Do you always have a song in your head?
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Bunch of
usually do
shows.
too.
I have a song in my head.
And she'll see me sometimes I'm there, kind of rocked it out to it. She's like, what song do you have in your head?
What's really freaky is sometimes she'll be doing that. And I'll tell her, are you hearing this song? And it'll be the same song that I'll be hearing in my head.
That's funny.
Mhm.
I'll be there like, whoa.
Oh, I used to love to watch music videos when music TV was music TV.
Mhm.
And I used to watch I Love the 80s when they first started playing all the 80s music on the weekends. So Billy Idol, While Waiting was playing. That's an easy song. The rhythm stays stuck in your head and you're like all day. You can't think about that song.
Yeah.
So my cousin's girlfriend came upstairs and she's like, you better not even think about it. She already knew how I was. I could easily get that song stuck in my cousin's head. So I was going to go pick her up from work and I did. And I was like, should I do it or should I not? So instead of like just putting it out there, I had it on the stereo and I played it. So we got home. We were probably home for about an hour. All of a sudden I hear my name being yelled from the basement. And I started laughing. And my ex was like, what did you do? And I was like, I didn't do anything. And I started laughing. Here they both come running up the stairs. And she tells me, I told you not to put that song in your head. Now shut up.
Oh my God. There are those songs that they're like, I don't want to hear it. It's going to stay in my head. And it's not one, mine was Quiet Riot's. Come on, Feel the Noise. I don't know why that would just, and it would just keep popping in my, and then I couldn't shut it up. I could not shut that stupid song up. It drive me crazy.
And yeah, it tends to be like ones you don't want to stay stuck in your head will stay stuck in your head.
Right.
Well, that's her. If it's something strange, changing the channel.
Like, hurry up, change it. I don't want it to get stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. I think that, we talk a lot about music and how important music is because it has that ability to move people, to motivate them. Sometimes if you're too high, it can bring you down where you need to be, and like you said, grounded. That's a good way of putting it. To feel grounded with it, is I think really important. And I don't think people probably listen to music as much as they should.
Yeah.
And I often wonder, like with little kids, if I know growing up, music was, for you and for me, music was really something that we listened to, even as little kids. But, in the Valley, there was a wedding, everybody went, your whole family went. There was always music. The dance was what everybody waited for, and all that kind of stuff. So that happened a lot. I don't know today if kids listen to music as much.
I think they do, but the music that's out there, I don't think it's good for them to listen to because depending on what you listen to has a big effect on your outcome of life.
Yeah.
I said that to a lot of people, but I love all genres and depending on my mood, like I know when I wake up grouchy or if I'm in a bad mood, play a certain type of music, it'll bring me up and I'm leveled.
Right.
If I'm like, I'm a hyper person, so I am full of energy. Somebody will tell me, why are you so hyper today? Or why are you so full of energy? So I'll listen to oldies or something that'll just bring me down and just level me out. And so I know how to manage.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's kind of a cool way of looking at it too. Is because I don't think people pay attention as much sometimes, And when I used to work more with kids, we would talk a lot about music. And like a lot of them, the music they listen to is the music on their games. And they don't even know any other music, some of them.
Right.
Like what do you mean there's other music? No, just whatever's on my game is what we listen to.
Yeah.
Which is cool too.
And then they start searching it up on YouTube and find the explicit version and they're blasting it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden their attitudes are changing. It's like, wait a minute, what is going on here? You need to back it up.
Well, I think that is the power of music. It's kind of interesting because we always talk about the fact that music is really universal. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. Every part of the world has music. Every part. It's like this fundamental piece of every culture, I think. And they will make in instruments. You will find instruments made of all sorts of stuff. And it's part of celebrations. It's part of all of those things. It's such an intricate part of our lives, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it is changing. Not necessarily it's not a bad thing. Once again, I think everything evolves and changes and kind of takes on a new life in a way. How, as you as a DJ, as it is changing and evolving, how do you keep with that? And what if it's music that you really don't care for?
Again, I go with my crowd. If it's something they request that, I don't really like it. I'll play it for them. Okay, I'll occupy myself doing something else at the time it's playing. But
It's time for that beer.
yeah,
Gotta run over and do karaoke.
Yeah. I'll be back. I'm going next door.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I keep up. I have my DJ website where I download music, so I'll keep up with like the new stuff that's coming out, but mostly requests because if there's not a lot of new stuff that I like, it's very rare that I'll find something new and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good song. I always revert to the stuff I already know I like.
Yeah.
So there's no new performers you like?
There's songs. I don't pay attention too much these days about the actual performer like I would back in the day. Like, oh, they're coming to concert, I'd be down to go. I don't think I would go to one of the concerts nowadays.
Really not,
Yeah.
huh?
Why,
Interesting.
why do you think?
I mean, maybe if it was country and it had the real instruments, but like I know a lot of the hip hop and stuff. I don't think I would. Back in the day, I would have,
Yeah.
and I have, but now I don't know.
What's been your
It's
favorite
just
concert?
different. Man, I'd say right now my favorite was going to see Mana in concert. They rocked it, and they had the live instruments, and they
Oh,
jammed.
nice.
But I also went to see Earth, Wind, and Fire and Lionel Richie, and that was great.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Too.
Nice.
Now you said you learned to play the guitar. Do you still get the opportunity to do that
Mm-hmm.
too? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spend some
Is
time
that
on
the only instrument you play?
I could figure out an instrument. If you give me an instrument and let me mess with it for a little bit, I'll figure something out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. Do you play all by ear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. I always thought that was so cool. My grandfather did. He
Yeah.
played harmonica and accordion and piano by ear.
That's how I learned the guitar.
Yeah.
And then when I was in high school, or middle school too, I played the saxophone
Oh, okay.
from middle school to high school. But yeah, I'll go into Guitar Center, I'll mess with different instruments and I'll figure them out.
Oh, how
Nice.
fun.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to play on the guitar?
I don't know. I'll just start messing around.
Okay.
It all depends on my mood.
Yeah.
Everything is depends on my mood.
But that's
What I
kind
feel
of
like
cool.
playing right now, or what do I feel like singing?
Right.
But that's kind of cool though. So music isn't just about listening to music for you. It's playing music.
Mhm.
And of course then you read music as well. If you did, you don't.
Mm-mm.
How did you manage to do the saxophone in school?
I don't remember because I would listen and just learn the song.
Right.
My like buddies that played the saxophone too, but I picked it up.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
But I remember we did have our sheet music, so I'm pretty sure at some point I knew a little something, but I don't remember anymore.
Yeah.
Like put something in front of me, I don't know.
Just
Just let me hear a song and tell me what you want me to play and let me mess around. I'll figure it out.
Right.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating. I have a client who just one day said, I'm going to learn how to play keyboard and that, and learned on his own from YouTube. Then when he's learned like 2 or 3 instruments, started violin.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, oh,
Yeah. Nowadays, I mean, if you want to pick something up, the power of YouTube and learning,
Right.
you can do that. If I would have had that back then, I'd probably be a guitarist in a band or something.
I missed my opportunity.
No, I probably wouldn't do it because even with what I know and how I play, there's been a lot of people asking me to join a band, but I wouldn't do it.
I was gonna say, was that ever a thought in your mind that you ever wanted to do that?
No, there was jam sessions. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll come jam with you, or
Yeah.
once in a while I'll get up on stage and sing with them or something. But
Mm-hmm.
to do it full, no, I won't do it.
What is your favorite genre to sing though?
Probably Spanish.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
Who do you like to sing?
food and the run sound.
I love it.
Yeah, or something else.
Old school again.
Yeah,
A little bit of Selena too.
yeah.
Now, do you take any events ever out of state?
I have gone to Arizona, New Mexico.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So you're pretty flexible is what I'm hearing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because at the end of this, we're gonna plug you. You're gonna do your little websites and all that other fun stuff. I want to do this. Have a party of 2. Bring all that big heavy equipment down.
Is there any particular event center that you like to play, especially here in Springs or up in Denver?
Not anymore. There was one that was out, it was in Fountain. I don't even remember what it's called. It's been a while, but it's not there anymore. But it was really, really nice.
Okay.
And then actually, there was a bar. I don't know what it's called now, but it's off of Circle, like right past Circle and Platte. We used to do karaoke there, and the setup, I liked it because they had the stage and everything.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I like doing things there.
Cool.
But I don't know. It's not any other places. They're just regular to me, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular you want to do as far as some type of DJ gig or anything like that? Or
No, I like what I do. I like the different people. I like keeping it like the private parties, and,
Yeah.
meeting new people, and getting to know what they're like of music, and then going and doing it and seeing everybody happy.
Okay. Well, that's kind of nice though, because you aspire to be too much, then that requires you to do, like you said, then it becomes a job and it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pulled in a lot of different directions.
I was really surprised, and I think, we've been to, like, we went and saw 30 Seconds to Mars in Vegas, and his opening act was actually a DJ, and phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, phenomenal.
She did great.
And I don't think people understand, if you really pay attention, you have, like, on everything, you have those DJs that are really, really talented. And then you have those you can tell, or maybe it's not their passion, or they're starting out, or whatever it can be. But we have got to hear a lot of really phenomenal DJs. And even the ones that at Canton, they were just like amazing. They got the audience going. They just, I guess, paying attention.
One of the things they really incorporated, I noticed this time, was they have a DJ doing music in the background, but they had a live violinist that would come in and play to it. And that was really, really cool.
It was amazing.
It seemed like a lot of people enjoyed it.
That's cool.
And then they had a fashion show. So they had the DJ, but they had the violinist start out for it. And then the DJ played while they did the runway stuff. It was really fun. It wasn't like boring. Yeah.
No.
I just picture, I don't know why I picture it. Maybe it's not, I've never been to one where that, the fashion shows, but it just seems like they all just sit there and do this. But I don't remember hearing music. I'll pay attention next time.
Yeah.
But I thought that really added something to it. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We had a great time listening to the music. And like you said, I think it's just, once again, like you said, it's one of those things that can ground you, and it's one of those things that can really uplift you and,
or make you cry. No.
well, yeah, there's that too. Yeah, it happens. Do you do a lot of like Latin based DJing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that there's a real big variation in the music, or is it all very similar? Or
There's a huge variation.
talk a little bit about that.
So, like, the majority of the stuff I do is New Mexico music, like Tejano, and it's different from like Mexican music. So, I kind of have those separate sets of music. If I'm playing New Mexico music for the more Mexican crowd, they don't like it, or vice versa.
What do you think the difference is on that? Like, even when you listen to it?
So, the New Mexico music is more like a country music, but in Spanish, or like oldies in Spanish.
Okay.
There's horns, guitars. Then you throw the Tejano in there. They got more accordion, and then I don't know how to describe like the Mexican music. They got more horns, like tuba and horns, some guitars, and it's a lot more drums, I guess.
I mean, I know that, we've talked about that because we've talked about the variation because, when she first went to the Valley, our music was different.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to see Tobias Renee, and it was really a great concert. That's the other thing I would tell people: when you go to Latin concerts, they're not like, because there's a dance floor.
The dance floor.
Yeah.
You dance as they perform.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't sit there and watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You dance and
You
enjoy it, taking the music.
There's a dance floor. You get up there, you're by the stage, you don't sit.
Yeah. I loved it. That was my style. I was like, this is cool.
We went.
And did you think hearing that music for the first time, it was like country, but in Spanish?
Yeah, kind of.
Or like oldies, but in Spanish? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different. We went and seen Los Tucanes and that, and it's a very different. It's not that the one from New Mexico is slower, that it just sounds different.
Mm-hmm.
And I've often wondered if other people, because I'm there like, it doesn't sound the same. It's very different. It's very different cultures as well.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of people that just lump it all together and don't realize. But yeah.
And then it's like, well, why are they singing like that? No. But it is different, and it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool when you have that variation, even, when you have more. And, when we're even talking about music, when you're talking about music, you're not even talking about Mexican music. When you're talking about Bad Bunny, Shakira, You know, a lot of those other ones, they're from different parts of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the style of music is a little bit different as well, even when you listen to it. And that's what I think is really cool about the Latin culture is there's all these little variations that you hear in it. I mean, I love that Shakira brings in the Middle East, even with that and stuff like that. She was fabulous at concert.
Yeah.
Fabulous, man. Talking about somebody with energy. Holy crap.
Right.
It's like somebody winds her up and she goes.
Yeah.
Great. But yeah, I think that's one of the things, though, is that being able to, and like, I guess you're right. If you're sitting there playing a certain kind of music and nobody's moving to it, you better change it up.
Well, it's funny because you play the music that usually gets people dancing. Some people don't, if they're not feeling that energy that day, they want slow music. They want to slow dance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, you're about to bring me from here down. And I'm like,
You have that a lot, though. I mean,
I do.
really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my
I'm going
goodness.
to be in party mode and we're all.
And that's what I was saying earlier about there's always that one that's going to come and change up that vibe. It could be like everybody dancing, and there comes that one that wants to slow it down and give me about 20 requests. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going to mix them in, but then they end up mad at me. And I'm like, hey, I do my best to keep everybody happy, but I cannot please everybody.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's what it is. You know, I think that when people, I don't know, I have this vision when people hire a DJ. If I'm hiring a DJ, it's because I'm expecting a certain energy level. I'm expecting people to be out there enjoying themselves, be out there dancing. I guess slow dancing is okay every once in a while,
Yeah.
you know, but I don't know. I was trying to remember when you were DJing at that party, there wasn't you didn't do a lot of slow music. I don't remember any, but it was fuzzy. But I put that out there. Maybe it was 30 minutes of slow and I don't remember. No.
You don't remember when I played you guys a slow song so you could slow dance at the end of the night
No.
and go home?
Yeah, now
No.
she just telling stories.
Yeah.
No, but it was it was really fun,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't know if there's not a whole lot of places. I'm trying to think here. There's probably a lot of places here in Springs to go and stuff like that, but
Why not anymore? Not that I ever heard of.
well, you have the same ones, you know, because we have the cowboy bar that they have.
It's a boot barn or something.
No,
Isn't it? Boot something.
Oh, it's on Tijuana.
Oh.
I forget what it's called.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. There we
Oh.
go. Thank you.
I didn't know if it was still there or not.
It is.
Yeah.
still there. I think people go to the mansion to.
That's still there too.
But
I
our-
think so.
But our
There
friend
is
just
still-
told us, wait, Parissa just told us about somewhere that does,
Yeah, but I don't remember the name.
I don't remember the name, but she says, I think it's a new place. So we're going to eventually check that out too.
But it's not a country venue.
I don't dance country.
You were dancing to Spanish, so I don't see how you.
No, I am
different, huh?
telling you, there is a difference between Spanish dancing and two-stepping. I'm telling you right now. Two-stepping stays too straight.
You don't have to stay all straight. Loosen up and make your own little thing.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
Your own little dance. Yeah, keep the two-step in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Country music does not elevate me.
No.
And you came from the belly.
What?
Oh no, I did old country, you know, old country, not. It is, that's true. It's not my go-to genre.
What is your go-to?
Oh my God. Well, we listen to a lot of Latin music.
Love reggaeton. That's my favorite.
Things. I'm kind of an 80s gal.
I seen that at the party.
Yeah. Should recognize that.
I dressed all 80s and everything. It was an 80s thing.
Yeah.
I fell right back into it, people. It was great.
Do you have ever any events that they'll hire you and they'll say specifically, we do not want people to give you requests or that?
Or they'll tell me, I don't want this type of music played.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. So you can be very selective when you hire her.
Yeah.
So does your business have a name or?
Just DJ Eargazmic.
Okay. So do you have a specific website if somebody's looking for a DJ? How they find you?
Just on Facebook or Instagram under
Okay.
DJ Eargazmic. Like I said, I've never advertised. People give my card or give them my number. And
Yeah.
Well, I think that is so cool. We're excited to listen to you DJ again.
have another party.
Of course, we
Yeah.
have to know people.
We know some people.
Oh, we're gonna be having a big old birthday bash this summer because two of my buddies were all the same age. I have one buddy whose birthday is in June, mine's in July, and then my other friend is in November.
Okay.
And actually, we just found out there's another one in July, so
Oh,
we're gonna shoot for July.
There
We're
you-
all the same age.
oh, how fun. See, there you
Oh.
go. And any of you out there who needs a good DJ,
Mhm.
contact, plug yourself.
DJ,
But you have to move in for that. So
Yeah.
there you go. Oh, awesome. And that's 719-649-7419. Or you can find it on
Facebook
Facebook or
and
Instagram.
or Instagram.
Yeah.
I know my audience already knows I'm still learning all that. Is it like, follow, subscribe? Anyway, and once again,
So hopefully you're watching this video on Adventures of Two Girls and a Pod Life's Journey. Please subscribe, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you get your podcasts.
and we have a website.
We have a website, twogirlsandapod.com.
So we hope you guys enjoyed it. Everybody get your move on, get your groove on, listen to your music, let it ground you or take you higher. I don't know. It all depends. Whatever you need, there is a song. Did you not hear that today? Anyway, it's been such a pleasure having you on.
Thank you for having me.
Loved it, loved it, loved it. And people, we hope that you guys have a wonderful week, and we will be back next week. Bye.
Bye.